Hello, my YouTube and Facebook friends. This is Paul making another financial advice video. Today I'm going to answer a very common question. Not just common in occurrence, but common in misunderstanding. Should I take a 15-year mortgage or should I take a 30-year mortgage? Most importantly, I'm going to address the counter question. Should I take the 30-year mortgage and take the difference in monthly payments and invest it in something higher than the interest rate that I'm paying on my mortgage? Isn't earning 10% better than paying off 3%? Don't I come out 7% ahead? And the answer is going to surprise you. I'll give you uh, what they call on the movies a spoiler alert. You're not going to come out ahead ever. Now the video is to tell you why. Please stay tuned. Here we go. I'm going to go through this as fast as possible to try to keep my video short. If you take $200,000, which is what I took as an average residential income mortgage in the United States, and you say, okay, at today's rates, November 2021, here's how it breaks down between a 30 and a 15-year mortgage, right? Notice that on a 15-year mortgage that pays off your loan twice as fast as a 30, your payment is not twice as big. So those of you who are looking to buy your first house or refinance, understand that your payment will be about 1/3 larger, not 100% larger, not 2x larger, 1/3 larger. When you take a look at the difference between a 15 and 30-year loan, in this example, at these interest rates, and notice that you get a smaller interest rate for a 15-year loan, which means more of your money goes towards principal faster. These are the deltas. You're going to save about $470 a month taking a 30-year mortgage. Okay? You are going to spend or save, depending on which one you want to look at, a difference of $83,000 if you take the 15-year mortgage, or you're going to spend an extra $83,000 if you take the 30, right? Same answer. We just looked at it from two different vantage points. So your question, if you believe that you can take the difference, which is $470, and invest that on your own in a higher yielding investment and do better than paying off your 3%, 3.2%, 3.5% mortgage, here's where the numbers play out for you to understand. You have got to come up with, in the course of a 15-year window, right? We're comparing a 30-year loan to a 15. In 15 years at $470 a month, you have to come up with $83,000 out of pocket after taxes, which means add in 20% for the capital gains tax, you need to earn $100,000 in order to end up with $83,000. You with me? So the question becomes, can I invest $468 a month for 15 years and have more than $100,000? Because that's the break-even point, right? You tracking this? So here's the problem that everyone gets wrong when they try to do this exercise. Yes, 10% is greater than 3%, but those are not the only numbers in play. When you're starting at zero and you're investing that first monthly delta, that $468 that you invested or that you saved, quote unquote, saved by taking a 30-year mortgage, put it into the stock market at 10% annual interest. 10% divided by 12, there's 12 months in a year. 10% divided by 12 means every month you are compounding at 0.83%, right? This is where the numbers come from. Follow along. So $400 compounding at 10%, you get this month. Don't look where it says yearly because I modified this worksheet. You earned $3.89 the first month. All these numbers get added back together. Start the next month, you earn another 10% divided by 12. You get $3.92. Notice that this number is indeed getting larger every month, even though your annual contribution stays the same. So that's good news, right? That is the power of compounding interest over time. Soon, at some point, your monthly interest earnings will grow and grow and grow and grow. That sounds great, doesn't it? But the problem is that you have to come up with $100,000. So here's how the worksheet works, right? Starting amount times the interest equals your annual growth or your monthly growth. Add your growth together, you get a month end growth. And I broke it down for you how much came out of your pocket, how much of it is actually profit, right? How much of this is actually profit? In the pink here is your is your profit added together month after month after month. So we have to get this number to $100,000 for you just to break even. And let's see how far down we have to go at 10% interest before you end up at $100,000 profit. Not $100,000 in account total, because of that $100,000 dollar investment, you had to pay in almost $470 a month. So let's ignore what you came out of your pocket. This is talking about how much am I going to save compared to the interest I would have been charged on a 15-year loan versus a 30-year. And that answer is $100,000 in profit. I need 100,000. That means that you are at 175. Let's look at this number. 175 monthly payments before you even broke even on a loan that was going to be paid off here anyway. 180 payments is a 15-year loan, right? 15 years times 12 months a year is 180. So what you're saving, what you're earning, how you come out ahead is if I earn 10% every month for the next 15 years, at 14 and a half years, right? 5 payments shy of my 180th payment. 1, 2, 3, actually it's 6 payments, right? Because 180. 6 times that is the interest that you would have came out ahead. So if you look at this, 109,000 compared to 100,000, you would come out about $8,000 ahead following this process. And you say to yourself, well, gee, if I'm earning 10% interest and I'm, so 10% is so much bigger than 3%. Well, you need to understand that 10% and 3% are not the only numbers in play. You are starting at roughly at zero, right? Your monthly savings of $468. You're growing monthly $3, $7, $11, right? Nothing too crazy, but it's getting bigger, but it's small. Small compared to what? Well, the answer is small compared to the amount of money that the bank is charging you. You are starting at zero. The bank is starting at 200,000, the outstanding balance on your mortgage. So you're starting at zero and earning 10%, which is like $3. They're starting at 200,000 and charging you 3%, which is 600. $3 versus 600. Next month, yours will be close to 400. Theirs or $4. They will charge you again 300. Now, notice that that number is slowly going down, and as I showed you, it will go down and you will meet at the zero line 5 payments, 6 payments short of a 15-year mortgage. You can't catch up to this, folks, right? You can't catch up to this. They are starting at 200,000 and charging a smaller interest rate. You are starting at zero and earning a larger interest rate. 10%, 3% is not an automatic, I'm coming out 7% ahead. You understand that? That's the math that most people do in their heads, and they justify the argument, but it's simply not taking into consideration the starting point for the bank is your total interest. For you, your starting point is zero. So my advice to you is if you can actually come up with the extra 1/3, take the 15-year mortgage. If you can't lock yourself into that number, if that number is just too high for you to commit to every month for the next 15 years, don't worry about it. You do what you got to do. Take the 15-year loan, I mean the 30-year loan. The difference is as you get extra money, don't think that you're going to outsmart the mortgage company by putting that quote unquote extra money into a mutual fund somewhere trying to outsmart your interest. Take any extra payments you can make and apply them to your mortgage loan. Remember, you are applying your money to a loan that is compounding for 15 to 30 years or somewhere in the middle, right? Years and years and years of compounding growth, albeit at a smaller interest rate, results in larger delta changes in the overall numbers. Putting a $500 payment at the beginning of a 30-year mortgage does not save you $500. It saves you $500 growing over the next 30 years. It saves you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So whenever possible, take the 15-year mortgage, and if you can't, whenever possible, take any extra money you can get and pay off your mortgage. Don't worry about chasing the stock market. The numbers are not in your favor because of the power of compounding interest over time. All right, I hope that I explained that well enough. I hope the graphics tell the story. Thank you for tuning in, listening, watching, and learning. I have a YouTube channel called the Death Scouter channel. I have everything out there from car repair videos to my financial advice and lessons. Please subscribe, Death Scouter, all one word, on YouTube. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate your subscriptions. It really helps me with what I'm trying to do here. And please give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought about this video. Bye-bye.